Hi guys, I'm very happy to see you here. I heard your comments. I saw that you might like to have a tutorial about the eye transition. And in this video, you're gonna learn how to do it. It's not as hard as you might think it is. If you're new to DaVinci or Fusion, it can be a bit harder, but once you get it, it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna play this transition for the ones that don't know what I'm talking about or didn't see the video before. So here it is.
Watching me is my anxiety.
Pretty cool, right? First things first, you will need a video of an eye. That video needs to be long enough to make the effect. You can't blink filming this video because then it will be ruined. I personally don't own any macro lenses because they are expensive and I can't afford them right now. But what I can afford is this kit of filters. It basically makes the focus distance a lot shorter, and that's how I made it. So yeah, this is what I used. I will leave an affiliate link to this product in the description of this video. If you buy through that link, it will cost the same, but you will be helping me at the same time. And now let's go to DaVinci and break down how I made this transition. This will be the actual timeline of the video that you saw before. Here we have the effect, the transition. This was basically a video I shot to the wheel of my skateboard. This clip here is called Match Cat. I went walking around the city and I made a photo about every circle that I saw. Here I made a few videos of my girlfriend, a bird flying. This one is called Hyperlapse, and two different shots of the same train, and that'll be it. Then all these sound effects to make it more enjoyable basically. But now let's go to the important thing. So this here is the Fusion composition. It may look like a lot, but actually it's just this two, and this. All the rest, all of this is just a copy of this one. We're gonna go to our timeline and we're gonna create a Fusion composition. Then we're gonna drag it and make it as long as we need the effect. And then we're gonna crop it when the effect is finished. Let's go to Fusion. First thing, we're gonna add the render 3D so we can create our 3D world. And the next thing is adding a 3D camera so we can visualize it. Then we're gonna add a merge 3D. And I personally like to add another merge to that merge to make it look cleaner. Then we're gonna drag our footage and I'm gonna crop it right after the first blinking. In my case, it's frame 100, so I trim it from frame 100 till the end. I'm gonna put a image plane 3D and we're gonna connect it to our merge. Now we have this white screen, and if we connect our media, we will be able to see our footage in the 3D space. My footage is 90-degree rotated, so I'm gonna rotate it minus 90-degree in my case, and now it's perfectly aligned. Now if we go to our camera 3D, we can move it around our 3D space, so we're gonna align our camera with our footage. Then to our media, we're gonna add a planar tracker and we're gonna track all around the center of the eye. Once it's done, we can generate our planar transform, and that's what we need to use. I'm gonna detach the planar tracker, also detach our media for a moment, and then I'm gonna cut the center of the eye. And we connect everything again. Then we need to invert our mask, and now our camera can pass through the eye. And now while pressing shift, we put our planar transform between our cut and our media. And as you can see, our cut will be tracked to the center of the eye. I'm gonna make some small adjustments. And now this is the part that I told you before. Now we're gonna take our image plane and we're gonna duplicate it a lot of times. The more times you duplicate it, the longer the effect is gonna be. So I personally like to put around 10 copies, more or less. Now we're gonna connect our media to every single image plane. And right after that, our image plane to our merge. We're gonna go to our 3D camera and we need to align it with the center of the eye. And now if we move our camera, it can pass through the eye with no problem. Now we need to separate each copy, and I find out that the right distance for my clip is around -1.8 in the Z axis. so we need to apply minus 1.8 to each clip. So the first one is in 0, the next one is gonna be in minus 1.8, the next one is gonna be at minus 3.6, and just like that till the end. As you can see, we can visualize all our footage in the 3D space, and we're gonna play with the camera passing through the middle of every single plane. Now we're gonna copy all of this and paste it wherever you want. Now we're gonna take the last image plane, we're gonna copy and paste it, and then connect it to our media. Now we can connect everything to our merge. We're gonna unclick the invert, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, and now we have the center of the eye separated from the rest of the clips. Now we go to our 3D camera and we're gonna animate the movement. I'm gonna create a keyframe right here. Now I want a half a second difference from the next keyframe, so it's gonna be 12 frames, as 1 second is 24 frames. I'm gonna put it closer, right there. Now 10 frames from the last one and put it a little bit further. And now I want to make the transition around 4 seconds, so 128 frames. And I want to make it pass through the last eye, so we have a clean, transparent background. Let's go to the spline, set offset, and we're gonna make everything smooth. You can also press Ctrl S. Now we want to animate the last eye as if the center of the eye was a trapdoor. Now we need to be where we want our eye to start opening and put another 2 keyframes there, leave them in 0, and now we're gonna go where we want it fully open. 2 more keyframes, minus 18.001. Now we can move our shot. In the y-axis I'm gonna put it right there, and in the x-axis right where I can't see it anymore. Make everything smooth again, and voila, you can see the trapdoor is done. Now we're gonna make another animation to the 3D camera, and it's gonna be a rotation in the Z axis, so more of the same. A keyframe where you want it to start and keyframe where you want to finish it. We apply our rotation, change the focal length so we can have a clear shot, and again make everything smooth. This is how the effect is looking right now. The eye opens and it's totally fine. I'm gonna make a small adjustment in the curve of the Z offset because I want a fast acceleration of the movement. Our effect is finished right now. We just need to apply a little bit of color grading and we are done with this for today. This will be it. And now you can put a video on the background and use this transition for whatever you want, basically. And now you can use this for your videos. I know it can be hard, and if you don't want to deal with all the process of doing this and save you a lot of time, I will leave you in my page the Fusion composition so you don't have to do it, and you just need to adapt it to your footage. And if you have any questions or you are having trouble to adapt it to your own footage, you can text me directly through my page or my social media, and I'll give you the assistance that you need. If you found this video useful, press the subscribe button and leave me a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.